Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the cyber world. Welcome to Optimistic Gaming. I am your host, Optimus. And we left off, I feel kind of bad about the fact that I just kind of left this at a cliffhanger. It was one of those things, we were already at like 32 minutes, and I didn't want to push this video too far over. So I decided to kind of stop it. We just hit a checkpoint back here, right? And I haven't touched this at all. I literally just went back-to-back recordings. So we hit this checkpoint up here, which means if I die now, we'll come back here, which means I feel a lot more confident about really pushing our luck with this boss. Oh yeah, I forgot I could do this. So if you hold control in this game, you can actually like see along with your cursor. This is super helpful for exploring caves. If you come up to a cliff where there's like a large fall below you, you can look all the way down, and like I can see all the way over there. So you can see a lot farther down to know if an enemy's coming like that, or if you can see the ground or not. It also gives you, once you get your like double jump later, it'll give you a chance to have a lot more time to react, because like in all of these kind of games, you know, double jumps can save you from taking any fall damage at all, which is for me more often than not, that's actually the primary purpose for my double jump, more than trying to get to a higher place, is preventing me from taking fall damage. Ow. And so having that capability is really nice for saving yourself a lot of fall damage. Wow, I didn't think I could pull it off, but I did. I thought you had to have something. I thought you had to have the ability, but apparently you only needed that for. Ooh, here we go. Another codex. I'm not really going to spend much time on the codexes. I feel like if I started to, that would take way too long, because you can get a lot of codexes later. But I like the idea that I can look way below me and save myself fall damage. So here is where I really need that ability. These are specifically set up to where you will take that roller ball. But oh well. Hup. So here's your bit of parkour for the game. And had you gone through there, you would pop out over here. There's a secret area way over there that you need to do specific stuff in here. And this just also lets you kind of get halfway through this. But I'm honestly not very... There we go, yeah, see? Alright, so we're at the first boss. I don't remember what he's called, like the Erchius monster or something like that, I'm not sure. But you'll find really quickly that that ability is very nice to have against this boss. Because the way he's going to work is there are 4 switches in here. And I have to activate all 4 switches. So we're Horror, the Erchius Horror. These things. I have to activate all 4 of them. And see, I can just blink past. That probably didn't help me at all, did it? Crap. There we go. That's the one I need to go past. Now it's going to turn around. I think. I hope. Up! There we go. So you have to get all 4 of those activated and hit that. It's a very classic side scroller. Wow, that was terrifying. We're going to take some damage here, but I'm going to go right through it. Try and get that done as soon as possible. And we're just going to keep on powerhousing through this. Now you can already pretty quickly see why that specific ability is incredibly helpful for this boss fight, because otherwise you'd have to wait for that, which I'm actually going to do anyways, obviously. And got it. That's it. Oh, he almost died in one hit. So that's the first boss. Now, obviously, that was kind of anticlimactic given I destroyed him. But the reason why I'm specifically good against him is because recently me and some friends... The reason why I got back into this game is because... There we go. Yeah. There's the codex explaining everything that just happened. Me and a few friends I have been playing this online together quite a bit lately. And everybody had to do that quest kind of separately, in a way. So I've done that quest like 8 times in the past 2 weeks. The other quests I'm not near as fluent in. A couple of them I've only done once ever. The Apex one I've only done once. I've kind of done twice because I messed it up the first time I did it. The glitch one I've only done once as well. Alright, so that was what we had to, we had to complete that, and now they're going to fix our ship. Oh, that's cute. I've actually never watched that before. Alright, so because of that, our ship is now fully repaired. So our we have to, and here in a second we're going to open up what really becomes the true main quest for the rest of the game. I want to also make sure really fast while I'm walking, this takes a little bit, I gotta make sure I can turn the volume off. There we go. I want... I'll keep walking here. I'm doing two things at once really fast. I'm trying to make it so... I'm sorry. I forgot about this. I don't think, as of right now, I'm going to have any cure for the fact that that is so bad. Okay, so this is a really cool mechanic of this game. I feel like I talk about cool mechanics here a lot. There's a lot of cool mechanics. So this is scan mode. And it's... I'm sorry... It's exactly what it describes here. Describe things in the world and scan objects for printing. That's... I didn't realize it was for printing until much more recently. Printing is something we'll do much later in the game. I don't think I can... Okay, yeah, none of these things... Oh, what I want to do. So my goal is to scan objects around the outpost. But you notice I'm scanning objects... One more time, I'm sorry. This will happen a couple more times. Actually, it'll happen... quite a few more times in reality because I have to talk to her every now and then for new quests. I will probably apologize every single time that happens because I feel bad, and I haven't actually watched any of the videos I've recorded so far, but I know that all of them are going to be having horrible moments of recording in that because my gameplay drops to 10 frames there and my recording is under the frames of my gameplay. Okay, so before we get into the outputs there, that green, that's a great reason to talk about this. So we're scanning objects. Maybe that's why this is green. All the blue objects don't do anything to this bar. We're looking for key objects. Green. So when I scan this, watch the bar here. There we go. I'm looking for the green stuff. Now I'm going to scan everything because what you scan you can later make. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to scan everything. But you're going to end up having a quest to basically go around the universe, or at least the galaxy, and scan key objects from almost every race. I was actually really disappointed there was no Nova Kid scanning, but I think that's because the Nova Kid was actually an add-on later in the game after they'd already released it. After they released, they announced one day, like, hey, guess what? You're going to get a whole new race to play here soon. By that point, this quest was already in place. So it's probably why the Nova Kid doesn't actually have anything. Which I was actually... I forgot about. So as I was playing through my first playthrough, my full playthrough of the full game like this, I was really excited because we got through the glitch one. I'm like, all right, Nova Kid's next. I'm really excited about the Nova Kid. What? I can't tell if those are little extra mini arms or elongated nipples or what those things are on its chest, but those are freaking like llamas, like demon llamas. That's straight up Emperor's New Groove right there. Demon llama, where? All right, I think my yep, you got one for me. I'm already getting really close. I probably have to scan either the food store or the emergency, whatever it's called, at like the gas station outside of town. Probably one of those two things will be it. Alright. I didn't realize he was already unlocked for me too. So you have to unlock this guy too, actually, by doing this. I think you have to do one of the quests from these penguin guys over here. But there's I didn't realize just how much crosses over between games. If you do it in one game, it kind of... Oh, there it is. There it is. Yep, I completed it. Now I have to go back and talk to the old lady. We're gonna finish scanning things first. Because like I said, everything you scan, except for like these big things, obviously. You can't build one of those. But all of these basic items, all of these you can build. Which, I've only recently gotten into aesthetic building. So, that's cool for me. I like it now, though. Whatever I was saying, though, yeah, if you unlock something in a previous playthrough, it's unlocked for all of them. I don't know if I like that or not. Half of me does, because it's kind of cool for when I want to do new quick playthroughs for a certain purpose. But in something like this, where I wanted to kind of start fresh for this playthrough, I'm not stoked on all these guys being here. So, okay, it's gonna drop again, I'm sorry. I wish I could fix this. Yeah, we just went down to 10 frames, 10 FPS. Okay, we're back up to 52. I wish I knew why that... No! Whoa, 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 talk to her. I almost went into the final boss place. Alright, so now we've kind of officially begun everything. I'm really nervous. I want to kind of go here to show you really fast. But I'm worried that I won't be able to go back. Can I go back? So here's the final world. We're leaving. It's a bunch of tentacles. Oh, well, this got me kind of where I wanted to go anyways. I'm going to scan all this because I can. I'm a scanaholic. There we go. Alright, so my ship is fixed. There we go. So it looks really nice now. Like I said, it really reminds me of something from Star Wars. From that night, like I said, what was it? Knights of the Old Republic 2. So now we have to go scan objects to find Florin clues, because at this point our main quest is to get all of the artifacts around the galaxy that were gifted to each of the races. It's one of those classic tropes where each of the races was gifted with one artifact, quote-unquote. And so our goal is to get all of the artifacts, and you get clues to where the artifacts are located by scanning, in this case, Florin lore. And the Florins are the grass people, and so it even tells you, yeah, here, gentle stars, forest vegetation planets. So it always will tell you what planet you can best find them at around what stars, but it's completely random at the end of it. It's just a higher chance of finding them. So this is my starting galaxy, or solar system, which is really cool, actually. I like this place. So let's zoom in. Here's my starting planet, Porma Swarm 2. Right, you get to see what ores you can find on this world and what kind of weather. You can bookmark things, which is really nice. I don't have any right now, but it lets you always be able to find something, because here is your potential traveling. I mean, you can just go and go and go and go. For all intensive purposes, it's never ending. It does, I'm sure, end. I'm sure they can't do like an infinite, never-ending cycle, but it's probably something like I mentioned earlier, No Man's Sky, where these are all procedurally generated. This predates No Man's Sky by far. Not by far, but by at least 2-3 years. In the gaming world, it's forever. I just like this idea of constellations too. Like, I don't know, it's cool. Coordinates. Let me. Oh, that tells me where I'm at. Yeah. So to get back to where you're at, just re-enter the chair. Right there, we go. So I am around a gentle star. These are what I can find on this star. And so, like I mentioned earlier with the Florin clues, said, I like that, you can do this too. Forest vegetation around gentle stars. Gentle star, forest vegetation. Now, the funny thing there is, oopsies, I'm at a forest, I think I'm at a forest planet, maybe I'm on a lush. I'm on a lush planet, a gentle star. There's no Florins here. But the nice thing is, okay, so I have no fuel, right? Empty fuel. You only need fuel to travel between star systems. I can go anywhere in here on 0 fuel. That's atom lights. So... where do I want to go? Well, you know what? Let's go to the nearest one. We're going to go to Porma Swarm 2. Which is a desert? Yeah, it's a desert planet. Higher level threat than the Lush planet. Desert stars usually are. Or desert planets usually are. But there's also a new ore here, which is actually one I need right now. Tungsten. So you get to the system. Oh, wow. I didn't realize that was a possibility. You can actually fly. It can cross into your own system. These are, it's like spatial anomalies. Requires mech to deploy. We're not going to deal with that probably this session even. Alright, there we go. So we are now orbiting the desert planet. Can I tell, is this thing moving? No. Okay, I thought this thing, the whole thing was rotated, which I thought was really cool too. But it's not, so it's not cool. Let's get some stuff. I'm going to throw away my trash. Sometimes I save these. I'm not going to save these this time. I've got their codexes, so that's all I care about there. Reward bags. These are cool. Oh, I got a new sword. Teleporter core. Which is there. Those are going to be maybe helpful, maybe not. I'm not sure actually in this playthrough. Ooh, manipulator modules. This is how you upgrade your mining. So area of effect, I can increase it from, right now if you notice it's a 2x2. I can break walls 2x2. This will upgrade to 3x3, 4x4, 5x5. Power generator, this is the rate of deconstruction, so it's efficiency. I can deconstruct faster with more. Optics is how far away, like right now, there's my range, right there. So from where I'm standing, it's a circle around you, so if I go straight out, I can go like one notch farther. The moment I go up, there we go, I can't get here, I have to go in kind of a circle. So this upgrades, like the final one would let me like reach all the way over here. It's nice. And then the one I always get first is liquids. I can now collect liquids. Like they're just a tile, which I like that. And then eventually I try and always get these ones first. I don't know why, but painting, which is here, and wiring, all that happens from this little guy here. Alright, so we are going to, we're going to go to the planet. Here we go. We are on Porma Swarm 1. And look at that. Aw, Isaac. Hello, Isaac. Alright. I don't know how much farther we're going to get in this specific playthrough. I got my alarm turned off too, so that way if when time happens, you're not going to hear my annoying phone just start ringing like crazy. Current corn. I feel like that's like robot food. Yeah, there's like robot food in this game too. So like I said, the glitches are robots, and they decided that robots should eat too, but they're not going to eat real like regular food. They're going to eat mechanical food, iron food. So your apples are made of your apples, your corn, and your carrots, I think, are the three metal foods. Apples, corn, and carrots, they have like metal versions of it. So I want to go the other way, which is why I came back up. It's faster to just do this, because you always spawn on the same point on every planet. But so yeah, so like current corn grows current corn full of acid, not good for fleshy creatures. Even though I actually can eat, I think I can eat it and be fine. Oh, bandits! That's no fun. Random enemy NPCs that can spawn anywhere. I want to be careful, I don't want to hurt the nice guy. There we go. I avoided him. Some animals, obviously, as you've seen now, are I'm not going to say friendly, but non-hostile. But they will become hostile if you attack them. I've done that a few times in this session. Alright. The interesting thing about this game to me and that I'm thinking about right now, there's a lot of interesting things about this game, is like this is cobblestone. But so is this. Right? And if I do this right, it might... Nope, it's not going to actually do it on this one specifically. It will match up some of your stuff with stuff around it. So this is sand. But it's pink sand. Now, it used to be back in the day, all sand would be... If it was a different color sand, you would hold a different colored sand. So there's, if you had like blue sand and pink sand and yellow sand, you would have all three separate. Now you just get sand, but it now matches the color around you. So I'm going to lay pink sand here, but if I go to another planet that doesn't have pink sand, it'll probably end up laying just straight up yellow sand. I collect sand because it's kind of helpful in a little bit. Having glass is helpful for crafting some key items. Spikes hurt. Destroy spikes. This is classic sand. It's actually called silt. But it's got the Minecraft physics. And actually, well, I guess in Terraria physics as well. There's nothing in those, actually. Okay, you're friendly. You're probably not. There's only usually 1 or 2 friendly monsters per planet. Oh, I'm sorry. There you go. So there's usually 1 or 2 friendly ground animals, and then usually 1 type of friendly flyer. And so, since I've already seen a couple friendlies, I figured I'm not going to find any more. That's why I thought, okay, that one's not going to be friendly. Oh, I can't. I gotta get the cactus first. And there you go. I like this too. As you grab... Oh. I don't like these guys. There we go. Because they do that. You hit them once and they hide. You can't damage them in that form. There we go. As you get items, you will learn how to craft sometimes that item. So if I come over here and grab these, this is like temple brick and something else, I think this is 2 kinds of blocks. I'll be able to now craft these. Temple brick and temple block. I like that. I'll probably get something for getting tar here. Tar ball. You can throw those. Oh, there's no spikes down there. Okay. So, how about this? Okay, iron chest, bones. Okay, so I want to explain a couple more things here. This is all, like I said, vanity. Okay, shields actually work. You shield, and they can. That yellow bar there is it's not its health per se, but it's your kind of your stamina involving holding it, and when it goes away, you'll lose stamina for a while. What else did I just want to explain here? What did I just get from that? Okay, the manipulator modules, I've kind of explained those. They are only good for this, basically. And there's, for similar things, tech cards. I'll do tech probably in the next episode. Or within the next couple, because having tech would actually be really helpful right now. But I just haven't done it yet. Tech cards are how you get more tech. It takes, I think, 10 tech cards. Oh, there we go. This is collecting... Ooh, this is tar, too. I think slow. Okay, it doesn't make you... It might make you more susceptible to fire attacks, too. But there's not usually any fire enemies around tar in this game. For probably obvious reasons. Evolutionarily speaking, you wouldn't want to be a fire monster in a tar pit. Ooh, glitch! This is glitch. This is what I'm talking about, like medieval guys. They're medieval robots. I love them. But this is a great example. This is actually probably going to be a great way to end the episode, too. Because we've only got a few more minutes before I would like to probably stop for the session, or the day. The video. I think I'll do one more session. Or one more playthrough in this session. But this will be a great way to end this episode. Because the villages are full of goodies. Now, villagers have quests. A lot of them I don't usually do because it usually involves backtracking. I don't like backtracking. But there's shops, so... Cordial. Hello? Please follow me to my shop. Enticing. Please allow me to lead you to my shop. You like say I think that's another Knights of the Round or Knights of the Old Republic Star Wars trope as well. You had the ooh, here we go. Is anything starting to go bad? Food can spoil in this game, which is another interesting method. Now in this one, food does not matter to me near as much because I'm on casual difficulty, which means I don't go. Usually you have a yellow bar here. That's your hunger meter. I don't have that. I'm playing casual play. But this is the enticing, cordial, threatening. That's something that was very Knights of the Old Republic 2 as well. There was an assassin robot in that game that would always tell you how he was saying it when he said it. I just thought it was the funniest thing. Oh, this music. So I'm going to sell a bunch of stuff here and get some nice pixels, because you can sell a lot of things for good money. This music always reminds me of Star Ocean: The Second Story, which had just a wonderful, very it was set in a very similar idea. It was very much an adventure in the stars kind of thing, and so it had a very adventurous soundtrack, but very extraterrestrial, beautiful soundtrack. Alright, so an important thing with these is checking your secondary ability. Shockwave is my special versus Blink Explosion. I think I'll see what Shockwave is. I don't like it, so even though I like the Blink is one of my favorites actually. So even though this has more damage, 20.6 with a 0.9 rate of fire versus 15.4, I'm gonna end up selling this just because I really like that Blink Explosion. I mean, I really like it. Barrier versus the giant sword. So barrier versus lightsaber. Oh wow, that's weird. I don't like that though. Alright, so these I can just sell en masse. I think I'm going to get rid of all of these. They're cool to have a full set, but I actually really like this iron set with my freaking scouter. Alright, that's a sniper rifle. This is an assault rifle. I think I like this. I'm not a big sniper rifle kind of guy in this game. I'm going to keep the Protectorate outfit. Sell that. Sell the shield because I do a lot more with two-handed weapons than I do with single-handed. Built for Purpose. Chapter 1, or Volume 1. Are we not a fascinating race? I'm keeping this because I think one of the robot guys will fix this for me at the end of the game. Alright, I just made a lot of pixels on that. That's nice. And I'm also going to sell a bunch of this spoilable food. Because I don't need it. And I think we're going to that was my timer going off. There we go. So all of that, and I think we're going to finish up the Glitch Village so you guys can see the rest of it and see why I'm such a big fan of this game aesthetically. No. They were so wonderfully detailed in how much they allowed as far as just the purely aesthetic blocks go in this game. So I think we'll finish up just scavenging everything out of this village. And then we will call it quits for this episode as well. I'm really enjoying this. I think we're getting close to the edge of the village, too. Oh, another axe. Yeah, an axe, I guess. It's not a hammer, though. And I've always wondered why. Like, they get... Okay, so they get super ticked off if you break anything in their houses. Like, even these pots. Like, they get really upset, and if you break, like, 3 things, I think, they will actually start attacking you. Everybody in the village will start attacking you if you break, like, 3 things. But I can go into any of their like, storage and take everything. And nobody cares. Like, even the treasure chest I can take. And nobody ever cares. Which I've always found very comical. Because they'll get upset at me if I take this pail of water, the empty pail of water. If nobody sees it, though, you're fine. Haha. Here. They will never know. So they'll get very upset if I take that little bucket of water. But like, I can walk up here. Ooh, another lore. Oh, they don't have. These guys haven't been having chests. Let's take another lore. I'd never read over the lore. I don't know why I collect them, but I don't know. I'm a collector with these kind of games. Here we go. So they would get upset if there was a guy in here. He would get upset if I took this little cup. Whoop. Well then. I got an achievement for killing a mechanical chicken on accident. There we go. I can take their swords, but I can't take a bucket of water or a little wooden goblet. I find that weird. Okay. Here's the place for lore. This place is going to be jam-packed full of books. I actually copied this exact design in an old world a long time ago. Because this is like the village library. And something about this specific design I have always really liked. And I don't know what it is about it. But this building I've always loved the design of. Alright, so I think that's the one I just grabbed. Yeah. So we will... Alright, and that would be it. We are now done with the village. So I'm going to say goodbye for now. Thank you so much for watching. And I don't know, I'm loving this. I've said this in the past 2 episodes as well. I don't really expect anybody to watch these right now, at least. Like, I'm hoping eventually I can get an audience, but like, if you seriously are watching this right now, like, I'm incredibly humbled. And I hope it's not like fake humility. It's like, oh, nobody's gonna watch this stuff. It's not me like begging for attention. It's I don't have an audience yet. So if you're watching this, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next episode.